Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Snipes Killer here, and welcome back to another World of Tanks replay here. And today we have the pleasure of watching me and my good friend JJ1000 play in our amazing Tier 8 light tanks, the AMX 1390 that I am in, and he is also in the RU251, a very good Tier 8 light tank, as I've heard from him. And today we are playing on, I believe, it's Sacred Valley. Can never remember the names of these maps, I apologize for that. Gotta get my facts straight. But yeah, we're playing here on the Sacred Valley, and me and JJ have got an amazing plan in the works. So what I pretty much tell at the beginning JJ is to go to the secret bush that I like to use on this map, and pretty much it's just down in this area over here. And unfortunately, he's unable to get there from this side, even though this is the best side to get to it from, because an AMX 5120, a Tier 9 heavy tank, the only Tier 9 heavy tank on the enemy team, has decided to come this way and contest our light tanks and possibly mediums and heavies that try to come down this way. So me and JJ's plan pretty much right here is to just sit here and wait for the 5120 to pretty much get whittled down. And also we're trying to sight in on the 5100, put in a bad shot there, unfortunately not able to hit him. And we really want to get rid of this 5120 and the 5100, and so to do that, to try and get rid of the 5100, to flush him out, I'm just trying to destroy this building. Using most of my clip here, still saving one shot for 5120. I pull out, put a shot into him. The 5120 tries to return fire, and unfortunately JJ takes a hit there. Very sorry about that, JJ, but it is what it is, and he shot you instead of me. So now, here comes the big factor that always just is such a cripple to the 1390, is the reload of 44 seconds. For 6 shells that only do 240 damage, this is a very long reload. Considering even the 5100, a Tier 8 heavy tank, has just slightly longer of a reload, and it has even better damage on its gun. So me and JJ's plan now, considering this flank is pretty much nice and open, is to take out the 5100. Strangely enough, my first shell didn't actually take out the building, and we are taking hits from him now. Putting shells in. JJ, come on, finish him off. Ooh, and I take another hit there. Ooh, that's very bad. Really needed those hit points. But thankfully, with pretty much just that entire clip, we were able to take out the 5100 and the STA-1, which is really a very good thing for the 1390, being able to take out multiple targets on low HP without having to reload in between. I really wish I didn't take that extra shot from the 5100, but unfortunately, again, it is what it is, and I did take that damage. So being nicely map aware, me and JJ are going to help this IS take out this IS-3. Now unfortunately, I do have the hit points to take a hit, but that is when I get spotted. I think it's from the IS-3, but it's actually from the sneaky Tiger back there who put a shot into my ammo rack, getting rid of my repair kit. I really could have used that repair kit later on, if I do need it. But JJ, being the awesome guy he is, goes out, takes a hit for me and the IS, and we are able to put the pressure on him and take him out. Now, quite a few things have happened, considering me and JJ have been down here the entire time, taking on these tanks, and now going to engage the Tiger. The entire southern flank is pretty much wide open. The hill has been lost, all their tank destroyers and very high tier mediums are over there, and we are going to have a lot of trouble on our hands if we cannot defend the base after taking out this Tiger. So I do a lot of poor driving here, trying to get down to take out the Tiger, who gets ammo wrecked for 9 HP, which I feel is kind of a good thing, considering I didn't pull out, I didn't get taken out by the Tiger, and I'm able to retain my HP. Now, a big thing that I like to do in any autoloader is pretty much always have a full clip when I'm going to engage enemies. But what I'm doing kinda right here is kinda the opposite. I'm going to engage enemies on the reload, which is a really bad idea. And so I do actually realize this, and I'm like, okay, I need to get into some cover because now I have been spotted. I have been spotted probably by the AMX-30, who pops up right there. Good spotting from JJ there. And we're going to try and put some shots into him. The AMX-1390 really doesn't have the best aim. It has a very, very long aim time on this 90mm. Which is kind of the counteracting balance because it is a 90mm on a scout tank, kind of like the ELC, but it's also an autoloader capable of taking out very, very dangerous tanks. Especially tanks that have lower than 1200 HP. So unfortunately we only put, I think, one shot into the AMX-30 there. That is a very bad thing to happen. We should have probably put more shells into him, but another thing that's really important to remember when you're using the 1390 and any autoloader is you want to make your reload effective so you have a full reload. Considering I only have 4 AP shells left, I want to go for the APCR to have those extra 2 shells for the same amount of reload time. That is a very big thing that you need to remember with any autoloader tank, is that you always want to have the extra bullets if you can, and you also want to be able to time your reloads with your attacks, and especially have good coordination between you and your buddies. Unfortunately, because I had to leave that area, JJ was taken out, I think by maybe the 48 Patton, maybe even the Borsig, who's been camping on the hill the entire time. But we can see here that I'm trying to get shots on these guys. These tier 9 medium tanks really need to go. And I did not see that rock behind there. I really thought the rock kind of ended after the building, and so I wanted to take the building out, but thankfully I don't have to waste any more shots on buildings because the AMX-30 was taken out. But oh, this is a dangerous situation. The 5916 may not have a good gun, but it is very rapid fire, and it fires a lot faster than my gun. He misses, and I am able to put in the shot into him. Oh, such a satisfactory kill there. Left on 66 hit points, and it's a 3v4 situation. Thankfully on our team we still have a very high health T95 here with the top gun, probably easily going to be able to take out some enemy tanks if he gets the chance to spot them. And we have a T34 who is probably still on a very lot of hit points. He's about on the same as the T95, and then there's me on 66 hit points. Now considering I have the best view range, I'm easily able to spot the 704 for my team, and this is a very good thing that I didn't get spotted here by this guy. Tried to put shots in, take his track out, and then a miraculous hit there. I have no idea where that hit, probably on maybe on the upper corner of the Object 704's armor, but it's kind of strange to be able to penetrate at that kind of angle, especially with APCR on this tank, and it doesn't have that bad of penetration. 248 is pretty good, but it's kind of like tier 8 medium APCR standard, I would say. Especially if you're using tanks such as like the T2064 with the probably, I think it's the same amount, if not it's 10mm better. So again, considering I have the best view range on my team, I am going to try and spot the Borsig. And I get into a kind of a weird situation area down here, where there's just this little bush trying to protect me from getting spotted from the Borsig, and I'm really hoping I don't get spotted by him. And I'm kind of worried where this Jagdtiger is. We can hear a shot going in, probably onto the T-34, and me and JJ are kind of in the background conversing about where the Jagdtiger might be. And this is usually in these kind of carry situations, there's always going to be a tank flanking. So me and him kind of ping the map. We're like, alright, he's going to probably come from this sector up over here. He's probably going to come down this way, get the T-34 from behind. And so what I want to do is I want to put my tank in a position to stop that from happening. And really here is where something very terrible happens. It's not the T-34's death, not yet. But what does happen is I find out that the Jagdtiger is actually still on full HP. He still has 2100 hit points, meaning that even if I do get all my shells into him, I cannot kill him. There is absolutely no way I can kill him with 8 shells. If the T-34 is able to damage him though, there is a very good possibility I'll be able to take out the Jagdtiger with only 7 shells instead of all 8. But having all 8 shells kill the Jagdtiger means I have extra shells to take on the Borsig, which we have no idea how much hit points he has at this moment, considering he has really not been spotted since that long ago. And so I get over here ready for the Jagdtiger, and there's nothing actually. Where is this Jagdtiger? There he is. I was thinking, because the Jagdtiger isn't that fast of a tank, but even in that amount of time, he would have easily been able to flank. And so he comes up through the middle. The T-34 hopefully can put a shot into him before he dies. Come on, T-34. Nice. He puts in a 425 into him, meaning that I can use 7 or 8 shells to take out this Jagdtiger. Trying to get long range shots, don't want to get spotted by him because I only have 66 hit points. It's pretty much a carry situation in my hands, and I need to try and take out this Jagdtiger and Borsig on 66 hit points. This is a very tense situation. So JJ and I determine I'm just going to go all in. I'm going to go all in. It's been a very good game. We're going to try and take on this Jagdtiger. Miss our first shot. He turns back for some reason. If he kept turning, he would have easily been able to take me out, and I am able to get around behind him. Now, like I said, with the reload on this thing, you want to make sure you have a full clip, and I only have 4 shells left. Really trying not to get hit by the Jagdtiger here. It's very hard to get around this tank, especially with the very bad acceleration on the 1390. And the Borsig helps me out by putting in a shot into the Jagdtiger. Such a nice hit there. Trying not to get hit by the Jagdtiger here. This is a very dangerous situation. Borsig's up on the bridge. Jagdtiger's right here. I need to get on the other side of the Jagdtiger to be able to take him out. Come on. Reload the gun already. First shot in. Come on. Second shot in. And third shot in. Jagdtiger is dead, but unfortunately, considering I don't have the shells remaining to take out the Borsig, and because I'm out in the open, he's able to easily take me out, resulting in a huge disappointment in this game. Still a very fun game to play, but unfortunately, it would have been nice to get a win, especially with the Top Gun that we got in the 1390. So I'd like to thank you guys all for watching this replay of me in the AMX 1390, just kind of showing you that even though you can put in a lot of hard work, you can't actually win every single battle, which this would have been a nice win for the AMX 1390. It was definitely a very, very fun game, and thank you very much for JJ, who's smoldering wreck is down over there in the bushes. Thank you for making this such a fun game, and thank you, Borsig, for showing me that even though I was on 6 HP, I could not win the amazing epic carry that I had to try and win. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, considering we did do a decent amount of damage in this battle and we did get the Top Gun, let's see how we did on the post-battle results. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the post-battle results screen for the Sacred Valley AMX 1390 battle. Unfortunately, it was a defeat. It was a very good defeat at that, though. As well, we picked ourselves up a nice Ace Tanker Mastery badge here, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, and one very good medal, the Top Gun, for destroying 6 tanks. And we put in a lot of effort in this battle, took out 6 tanks, and unfortunately it was not enough to carry the team. As well, we made an income of 41,156 and made 1,308 experience. Checking out the team scores here, we can see that we did 3,467 damage, more than any tier 9 in the game, especially the tier 9 M46 Patton on the enemy team. And we actually made 1,353 base experience off this game. That is a huge, huge result. So on the detailed report here, ladies and gentlemen, we can see we fired almost every single shell except one. 20 hit, 17 penetrated, giving us our good total of damage here. We did a little bit of a damage over 300 meters, not too much though, and we did take quite a bit of damage from these 6 hits, 5 of which penetrated and 1 of which didn't. We can also see that our income was not even enough to resupply our ammunition costs with all that APCR we had to fire, considering we were pretty much down to having almost no shells. So that is kind of a bummer to see that number there, the 63,000 we had to pay. It's not even enough to cover for my income. As well, for some random achievement thing that it says down here, probably like courageous resistance or something like that, we made it 2,030 total experience, as well as gained 101 free experience. That's quite a lot of free experience, which I will definitely be putting towards getting some tanks. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you at least felt the tenseness that was in this battle with me and JJ in these very, very competitive light tanks. And thank you very much for JJ for making this game such a fun one as I was trying to take out the Jagdtiger and Borsig. And unfortunately, I'm sorry I didn't get my actual reaction during the live stream in which this took place, as it was a lot funnier than what I had given you guys. I'm sorry for that. I hopefully will be able to include something like that in my next video. But again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out some of the other videos on my channel you may want to check out, like some of my replay contest winners. Those have been some very good games. Make sure to check those out. So take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.